Hi, my name is Jessica Kingery, and I study music composition. I always joke with everybody that I started composing on a whim because that's pretty much what happened. I took those 3 chords, I wrote a little song, I played it to her, she said, "Oh, that sounds great," got a good review, so I wrote another one because I liked that. Then I started adding voices, I started adding lyrics, and then after I was going to write a song for this contest, like a musical theater song with me and this other girl. We were going to sing it together. But the contest got canceled, and somebody said, "Well, you could write a musical if you want." And I said, "Well, sure." So I did. I performed one of the songs with a group of girls in a talent show, and I won for the division. And it was when I won and I got really good reviews from my theater director that I thought, I could actually do this for a living. Well, I actually had the idea for this piece like way before I ever had to write it, and my mom made fun of me for doing the stereotypical composer thing because it was the middle of the night, and I was sitting at the dinner table, and I suddenly went, "I hear my orchestra piece," and I rushed downstairs to my room, and I started writing the first little idea that I had for this piece, and the story behind it. It's based on the Greek myth of Icarus, which, if you've ever heard of the phrase, flying too close to the sun, that's where it comes from. And long story short, the story of Icarus is, he and his father were trapped in this big labyrinth, and his father built them these giant wings out of wax and feathers and whatnot, so they could fly out of it. And he told Icarus, he said, "Okay, now son, you can't fly too close to the sun, or else it'll melt the wax and you'll crash into the ocean. But you can't fly too close to the ocean, too low, or else the wings will break. They'll fall apart." And so they take off, but Icarus doesn't listen. He gets too close to the sun. The sun melts the wax and he crashes into the ocean and dies. And you can actually pinpoint the moment, the second where he crashes into the ocean. And I'm so proud of that. I love this piece. Well, the choir has some gorgeous pieces that they're singing, and I'm looking forward to singing those with them and seeing the reaction those get. And one of the composers is going to be coming, and that's exciting because it's always exciting to have a piece performed for the composer. It's really neat. Mm-hmm.